Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys some Ultra League battles with this new team. So this we will be actually getting a 4-win today. So watch to the end because we made some insane plays. And yeah, so please consider supporting the channel. And with that being said, let's get on with the video. For the first round, my opponent's face Pokemon is a Swampert. So this is a really good matchup against us because my Waterfall will do neutral damage since Swampert is water and ground type. But he does end up swapping out to a Obstagoon with counter as his fast move. Walrein is a ice and water type Pokemon, meaning fighting types will do super effective damage against him. But since Obstagoon is a normal and dark type Pokemon, I will swap out to my Blaziken. My Blaziken also has counter, which will do double super effective damage since fighting types are super effective against both normal and dark types. So I do have enough energy. You guys will see how much Blast Burn will actually do. Blast Burn is such a powerful move. Keep in mind that Swampert is a water and ground type Pokemon, meaning that he does double resist fire type moves. So I actually almost did get that second Blast Burn. As you guys can see how much damage Blast Burn actually did to that Swampert. So I will swap back out to Walrein. I won't swap out to Tangrowth. Tangrowth is a really solid Pokemon since it does have Rock Slide, so it can counter fire Pokemon like Charizards, Blazikens, Pokemon like that. So I am actually about to feint his Swampert. Yep, both of us are still left with 2 shields. His final Pokemon is a Typhlosion. So my opponent actually made such a good clutch here. My Walrein couldn't do enough damage for my Tangrowth to finish him off. My Tangrowth, he did have enough energy for a Blast Burn. Blast Burn will one-shot my Tangrowth, I think, or he will survive with barely any health. So, and since Typhlosion can learn Incinerate is a pretty strong fast move, but it's super slow. But it also charges up your charge move very fast. So yeah, I couldn't do anything about it. My Rock Slide did charge up really fast, but he already had that extra energy from that Walrein. I should have swapped out to my my Tangrowth right when he took it out because it would have done enough damage for my Walrein to take him out. But that was a really close fight. Look at his health. That was a really good fight. Good game to my opponent. For the second round, we actually took that first round loss right there. But for the second round, my opponent's face Pokemon is a Excalibur. So Excalibur does have a counter as his fast type move. Counter will do super effective damage since counter is a fighting type move, and fighting type, as you know, is super effective against ice types. So I do swap out to Tangrowth, even though grass types are not very effective against bug types. My Rock Slide will do so much neutral damage, but he actually does swap out back to a Granbull. So Granbull is a only fairy type Pokemon, meaning both of us will do neutral damage against each other. So he is down by 1 shield. Will I be able to get to that last Rock Slide? Oh, it was right there. Sadly, I couldn't. I will swap back out to Walrein since he already knows that I have it. He will counter my Blast Burn since he will do neutral damage. Fairy types are super effective against fighting types, but not very effective against fire types. So that actually was a close combat. I thought that it would be a crunch or something. So I do have to swap out to my Blaziken. Blaziken is a fire and fighting type Pokemon, meaning he could do his Blast Burn will do so much damage to that Excalibur, and his Excalibur does come back out. So I will choose to shield this because this might be a drill gun. Yep, it did end up being a drill gun. So he does swap back out to Obstagoon. This was huge because it allowed me to get so much energy. Blaziken does counter Obstagoon since it does double super effective. Fighting types will do double super effective damage against the Obstagoon, since Obstagoon is fighting, and Dark and normal type. Fighting is super effective against both, causing double super effective damage. So my Blast Bane will go through. If he does shield this, he will be left with 0. Blast Bane will one-shot since it is super effective against both his bug types and his metal type. So I will shield this because it will be another drill gun again. And can I get to the Blast Bane before he does? Yes, I can. This will do so much damage. This will one-shot him actually. So good game to my opponent actually. This was a really close fight. If he did not have that obstacle and didn't swap out of it, he could have won. But good game to my opponent. Alright guys, for the third round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Swampert. So this is another good matchup because, as I said before, I actually do neutral damage while he will do neutral damage as well. But he only does have a Hydro Cannon, which will do not very effective damage. So my Waterfall will take off a good amount of damage off of his Swampert. So I actually won't have to shield any of Swampert's moves, just because Earthquake or Sludge Wave or Hydro Cannon won't be doing as much damage. I will actually not throw in the Earthquake on his Swampert. I may have to use a shield, but it would be okay because it's an advantage for me, allowing me to see his next Pokemon and getting a shield off for him as well. So actually do throw in the shield right here because I will faint sooner or later to this Swampert. So he actually does swap out into one Infernape, so he will probably shield this. I will actually swap out to my Blaziken right after this. Yep, that would have done so much damage. It would have one-shot him, so I actually do swap out to that Blaziken. I think I do only throw one Blast Bird in and then commit to the farm down. I don't think that Infernape did get any like thing off, so he actually did shield that. It's totally fine, and he actually does swap back out to that Swampert. I actually do shield here because my Blaziken could be useful against his next Pokemon. So that Hydro Cannon would have done super effective damage since water is super effective against fire. And his final Pokemon, he actually surrenders that round, so good game to my opponent. Alrighty, for the fourth round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Empoleon actually. So Empoleon, both of us will be doing neutral, not very effective damage with our fast type water moves. I think both of us do have Waterfall. This will be a drill pack from how long he's been charging up. Hydro Cannon you can get in like 2 or 3 hits with that Empoleon. But I will throw in the Earthquake right here. It will do super effective damage since Empoleon is water and metal. Earthquake is a ground type move, and ground type is super effective against metal types, and it actually goes through. I thought that he would shield that. That was really good for us. I actually got the kill on him. He does swap out to a Gallade. I won't shield anything, and then I will swap out to my Tangrowth. So I actually do make a few mistakes by shielding his Leaf Blades. Leaf Blades will do not very effective damage since grass is not very effective against grass. So I do throw in this Rock Slide, and he actually chooses to shield. I do mistakenly shield here because my Blaziken cannot fight the Gallade he has. So sadly I have to use another shield. I do have a Rock Slide ready, but sadly I couldn't tap fast enough, so he does get his Leaf Blade before me. This was another Leaf Blade. I accidentally used it. I thought that the first Leaf Blade was a shield bait and that he would come in with like a close combat or something, but it actually wasn't, and my Rock Slide does go through here, ends up fainting him for his final Pokemon, which is a Muck. So Muck is a dark and poison type Pokemon, meaning Dark Pulse will do not effective damage against my Blaziken, but Sludge Wave will do lots of damage. I think this, it actually was a Sludge Wave that took a good amount of damage off of me. This Blast Rain will go through, that he would most likely shield. I just want to get enough damage done that Tangrowth, or get his charge move on, so that he will have to charge up again. He is doing not very effective damage. I actually almost got to this Blast Rain right here, but he did shield. So when my Tangrowth comes in, he just has to not have a charge move ready for my Tangrowth. I think he did, but I think he just decided to troll. He missed out on that. I knew he had one, like a Dark Pulse, because Dark Pulse, it does not take that much energy away. So my Rock Slide actually goes through because he had no more shields, allowing me to get that 4th round win. Good game to my opponent. For the 5th and final round, my opponent's first Pokemon is an Electrive. So this is not a good start for us. My Earthquake will do super effective damage, but as you guys know, it takes so long to get to that Earthquake. It's like 7 or 8 hits before you get it. But I will actually shield it because a Wild Charge will faint my Walrein. Oh, it actually ended up being a Thunder Punch. That would have still done a really good amount of damage. I would have gotten me half up. I actually am not going to shield it because my Walrein can take a Thunder Punch. That did a really good amount. So I will shield again, since I do have that Earthquake. I will have 0 shields, but that Earthquake will go off, allowing me to see his next Pokemon without having to go through the swap cooldown. So nice, his Electrive ends up going down. I have 0 shields. His second Pokemon is a Glaceon, so that is really good for us. I will take out my Blaziken against him, since my Blaziken fully counters him, since fire types are super effective against ice types, and Blaziken's fighting types is also super effective against ice types. So he actually does decide to throw in his charge move right here, which is good for us. So my Blaziken will come in, and yeah, he will do super effective damage. So I will get the Blast Rain off here, and then instantly swap out to that Tangrowth. Since that Tangrowth will do super bad against that Glaceon, since ice types are super effective against grass types, that actually would have done so much damage if it did go through. So he could throw in a Drill Peck that will do super effective damage, since Drill Peck is a flying type move, and flying types are super effective against grass types, so that would have done super effective damage. But good thing it was actually a Hydro Cannon, so that was really nice. This Rock Slide will barely do any damage, but damage is damage. So that was a really close feint right there. My Rock Slide will do super effective damage against that Glaceon. That's what I like about Tangrowth, because it could turn things around against, like, when Tangrowth is versing Pokemon that is super effective against him, like Charizard or Glaceon, Rock Slide will destroy them. So I actually do end up getting that kill right here, allowing me to get that 5th round win. Good game to my opponent. So guys, that will actually be the end of today's video. Comment down below what you guys think of this team and the 4-round win you got. Comment down below also what's your rank and what's your favorite team. So please consider showing your support. Oh, the win's kind of lagged right there. Please consider showing your support. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.